Hello there, and welcome back to yet another episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Let's go into the boss room, and I'll tell y'all more of the story of what happened with the cop. So, they pulled me into the interrogation room. And, oh, hang on, before we do that, so here's the boss. This is my favorite boss design in the whole game. I'm not talking about combat, I'm not talking about mechanics. I'm just talking about the way it looks. And I've seen things where people were disappointed that it wasn't a sea dragon because you see those all over the temple. But oh my god, I love the design of this boss. Just the way it looks. It's cool. Link, turn around. And Navi's telling you it's not water. You're right, it's an amoeba. Giant aquatic amoeba. Morpha. Morpha is my favorite boss in the entire game. Like, I cannot make this up. I just, oh no. But you're not about to be my favorite boss. Ow. This is where it gets, stop. Stop that. Anyway, so back to the story of me with the cop. So what you do for this fight, you have to wait for Morpha to come out into that tube. It's gonna come flying out, and you just long shot him. You can, now there is ways to get him into a corner and you just wail on him, but I'm just gonna go old hack and slash. But anyway, so they pull me into the interrogation room, and the officer is just being unreasonably aggressive with me. Like, he's treating me like I'm just a bad criminal, and I have no criminal record whatsoever. There we go. You might have to walk around just to get a good shot at him, but it's not too bad. This fight's really not hard, but I've had some very bad luck where I just get greedy and I get too close to the tentacle. Because those tentacles actually deal a lot of damage. So I'm going to wait for it to fly down. I'm going to try to get over to the side. There we go. Oh, I could have had a second. Ah, yes I did. And that's the greedy part that I'm talking about where I'm trying to get closer, but no. So the guy's interrogating me. He's not friendly. He's honestly just being just very unreasonably mean. Wow, I'm actually doing pretty decent on this fight. So he pulled me and he's like, man, you thought you'd get away from us and all this stuff, and he's being rude. And he's threatening me with like hard time. And they take a witness statement from me. They're like, all right, well, let's take your statement and see if the stories match up. So they take my statement, and lo and behold, guess what? My statement matched the victim's statement. So they realized they couldn't hold me anymore. And I wasn't happy. Ooh. Almost got me. And I ended up telling my friends what happened, and they're like, that's messed up that you tried to help him and he reported you. I'm like, I know. And sure enough, I run into him the next day. And I want to tell him something. Because it's like, you realize I was trying to be a good person and help you out, and yet I almost went to prison because of this. And the guy was completely shocked about it. He's like, no, man, you don't. He's like, look, what happened was he told him that he was hit by a car, but he's tried telling him not to press charges. He said he didn't want me getting in trouble because he said it was an accident, and I really did try to remedy it. I even tried to give him like insurance information and all, but he didn't want it. So, I mean, there was that story, and it actually made the school newspaper. I still believe I have the clippings of it. It's somewhere. I have a picture of it for sure. And wow, we're actually done with the boss fight. I thought this boss fight would take a lot longer because I've always, I won't say I struggled on this boss fight, but like I said, I get greedy. But yeah, we did it. That's it. The water temple's done. And I didn't even need my guide. I'm awesome. Oh my god. So before we jump down, we have to make sure where's the heart container? That's what I need. So I see where the warp pipe is. I see the heart container. So let's walk around the bottom of the Olympic pool and go get that heart container. There we go. Ha! Done. Alright, so let's move on. And I'm sure we all know who the Sage of Water is. I mean, they're kind of self-explanatory. But it was but I definitely had me a little bit of street cred after that. It was nice. I've had a few run-ins with cops. And all of them were for small things that genuinely weren't my fault. I think the first time I ever got in trouble with law enforcement was probably one of and it's still one that my fraternity brothers that I crossed in with, my pledge brothers, we still tell this story because it was great. It was amazing. Oh my god. So when we were on pledge line as fraternity brothers, and you know what? I'm going to let y'all just read this. I'm not reading it. I'm telling a story. We had like guys night. Every week we had guys night. We put it upon ourselves. It was our thing. We're like, this is guys night. And it always ended in a 3 a.m. Walmart trip where we just did degenerate stuff. We were all fully up to shenanigans. Like, we had so many shenanigans. I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next one of you that says shenanigans. I love Super Troopers. But one night we went to Walmart. It's like late. I don't remember what time it was. It's not 3 a.m. It's before that, but it's late o'clock. And we decide we want to make pasta. We want to make spaghetti. We want to make meatballs. We want to make all kinds of stuff. So the guy whose apartment we were at, our pledge brother, he's like, well, I'll finish cooking. You guys go get the rest of the stuff that we need. So we all pile into my car, the other 4 of us, because there's 6 of us. One was cooking, one said, I'll keep him company. And the other 4 of us are like, all right, let's get into my car, which we call my car the Death Trap. My old car. I don't have it anymore. That car, we took that car places it had no business going, because it had a lot of mechanical problems all the time. But I think that's like a thing when you're in college. You find the person who has the worst vehicle and they are just the road trip person. And unfortunately that was me. I had one of the more unreliable vehicles, but it got us to and fro. But we were leaving the Walmart and we're just driving, no problems. All of a sudden, cop lights flash behind me. There's just lights going off behind me and I don't know what's going on. I'm a little freaked out. And I'm thinking, okay, well, it's probably not for us because we're not speeding. Nobody had anything to drink that night. Nobody, well, not even, especially not me. I'm the only one that really can't because I'm driving, which I don't anyway. So I'm like, all right, let me pull over, let him pass me. No big deal. No, he follows me. I'm like, uh-oh. And yeah, Sheik's going to tell us all kinds of like deep stuff. Yeah, listen to Sheik. But also listen to me. So we pull into a parking lot. The cop follows me, and I'm like, uh-oh. And my friends are in the car, too, and they're like, dude, what's going on? What did you do? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, was I speeding? They're like, no, you're actually going under. Oh, well, that's okay, so we were safe. Like, what's going on? I don't know what's happening. And I'm sitting there, I'm waiting for the cop to come over, just walk and talk to me. No, cop gets out the car with a megaphone. Step out of the vehicle right now. Step out of the vehicle. I am so freaked out right now. I get out, I raise my hands to surrender. I get out, my hands are up in the air because I don't know what to do. And my friends rolled the windows down, the cops yelling, and there's my friends next to me like, why are your hands up? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on. So this is why we cut the part short, because there's so much cutscene involved. So we have to wait here for morning. We're not going to play the sun song. We're like actually going to have to wait to get a new item. But the cop walks over to me and he's like, do you know why I pulled you over? And I'm like, I actually have no idea. He's like, you really have no idea why I pulled you over? No, no, I think we established that. Okay, is it? Okay, that sun's not going down. So, we're going to do this right now because if not, this is going to be a pain. Oh god, there are side quests after this. If we want to do side quests anyway. Alright, so what we're going to have to do is, first off, I got to find where... Okay, so that's where I have to launch myself to, because there is a gold skulltula right there. And that's actually the last one on the lake. Well, that's perfect. So the cop comes up to me, he's like, you have no idea why I pulled you over. I'm like, sir, I think we established that I don't know what we're doing here. Alright, 77, let me make sure that's all of them. Yep, that's all of them. I'm like, I really have no idea. And he goes, your headlight's out. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, one of your headlights is out. So let's check this. When water fills the lake, shoot for the morning light. All right. Morning light's going to be coming up there, so we might as well shoot. So I'm going to just keep telling the story. So cop walks me to the front of the car, and he's like, see, your headlight's out. And my passenger side headlight was out. And I'm like, oh. Well, ain't that something? And my friends got the windows down. They're like, what'd he bust you for? Y'all don't take him away. He's innocent. They're being complete degenerates. So the cop points to me that the headlight's open. I punched the headlight. And it came back on. And I looked at the cop and said, what headlight? Alright, there we go. So we shoot the sun. And that gives us the fire arrows. So I punch the headlight, it comes on, and the cop looks at it, looks at me, looks back at it, and goes, son of a... And we're all just dying laughing at this incident. And then he looks at us and goes, all right. He's like, oh, y'all think it's funny? Everybody out the car, I'm IDing everybody. And so we all get ID'd, and then another cop car pulls up, and we're like, yo, what's going on? Oh my god. And the cop thought it was funny, we thought it was funny, and I'm just like, I want to go home. Good times. But anyway, we're going to go fishing in the next episode. Let's save the game. We're going to go fishing again. So thank y'all for tuning in to yet another episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is EKI Butters, and I'll see everybody on the fishing hole.